Hello, social media. Hello to all of you. Welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lakita T. Sharp's, again, famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. And welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. So I am here to say to you that, while I have you in this moment, we are releasing anxiety of the things that may be bothering us, that may be attacking us, attacking our minds, our body, and our spirits. And we are releasing our anxiety right now, and we are giving it to God. God be the glory. Okay, so whatever you are going through, whatever you are dealing with, know that God got you. God is with you in your time of need, and in your he's with you no matter where you may go, no matter what you may do. Okay, so let me get that out the way. You guys check out my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over in my name. Unstoppable and the Lakita T. Sharpe success story from struggle to success. So check out two of my life stories over at Amazon.com. So, well, we are here and we are here. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. You can't let things that you can't control get the best of you. You can't let things that you can't control get the best of you. Okay, so many times there can be a lot of situations that we are faced with in a given of a day, right? And we might find ourselves being bothered by the situation, but sometimes it's out of our control. It's out of our control. For instance, if you're walking into a restaurant, and you're having a cup of coffee, and then people are arguing, the workers there are fussing and arguing with each other, and it's just like a bunch of negative energy, you're just experiencing. That means that you have a choice. Now, that is something you can control, because you can get up and you can walk away from the establishment. You can walk away, from that. You know what I mean? And get out of that negative situation. So basically, you can control that situation. Also, if you're dealing with a mentally ill neighbor, or, and they are in the building, can you control that? Maybe you can't control them being in the building or whatever, but you can control yourself. You can control that if they become compatible, you can call the police, or you can, call someone, to help you during a situation like that. You have control in that sense of case. Control. What are you, are you in the middle of a situation, whatever you may be going through, whatever you may be dealing with? Are you at a job, and you're like, it's bothering you a lot? You have control in that case. You have control that you can either walk away and find something else. You're not, necessarily glued and tied down there. Maybe you have a bunch of responsibilities. You're taking care of kids, you're taking care of the husband, you're taking care of a lot of different things. So maybe you have to, make some smart decisions. Might be hard for you walking away, but you have a choice. You still have a choice to find something else and not be stuck there. A lot of times we can just be overwhelmed with life, situations you can't control. I have got to a point, and have gotten to a point and been there, where the world just the world was just bothering me. It was bothering me, and it almost made me say, I probably did say it, like, God, I want to be with you. I'm ready to go home to be with you, because I don't want to be here no more. Because why? Because it's just too negative. It's just too negative, and it's just too much negative stuff happening or whatever. And I am a positive, person. And I'm like, I tell myself, I am not taking myself out of this world. God himself have to take me out. I am not killing myself. I am not doing that. That's just something I'm not doing. But something that, being a positive person, we have to learn to live in a world that is negative. The world that has this negative energy where everybody is just want to fight, picking a fight with each other. People are just starting fights, in this, region of, like, where I am, kind of like in the region that I don't know if it's just the area or whatever, or the region, of this world or whatever like that. But it's like so many, excuse me, you guys. It's like so many negative, something was bothering me. I'm sorry. So anyway, I think it's this hair that's getting to me. But anyway, it's just like the area or whatever, the region of where I am. But it's just so many, if you look around you, there is a lot of violence. There is a lot of people want to go back at each other, and it's like, okay, it's crazy. It's crazy, but God says through him, we can live heaven on earth. We can have a good, we can enjoy peace on earth. The enemy, he wants to destroy your peace, destroy your joy, and wants to always maybe bring like negative things your way or whatever. So it's like you have to learn to focus on the things you can control. You get what I'm saying? Like the serenity prayer, like, I focus on things that I can control. Some things you can't control, but you're focusing on the things that you can control. It's a lot of things that we can control, and it'll cause us to be more happy or more joyful, because we're focusing on what we can do, how we can control that situation or whatever. So no matter what you are going through right now, whatever you are dealing with, whatever is causing you anxiety, I know anxiety is high in a lot of us. A lot of us are experiencing anxieties and different things, different situations. Your situation may look differently than my situation. All of us have situations. And yes, even successful people deal with anxiety. Even successful people can have negative circumstances around you. No matter how rich you are, no matter how up top you are, you can still experience negative situations around you. You may be positive, but you're living in the world. You're living in the world, and things happen in the world and around you. That's what I wanted to write about. God just reminded me he just reminded me about that video that I'm gonna do next up. Yeah, he just reminded me. So anyway, I want you to know that, you're gonna override this thing. No matter what you are going through, no matter what you are dealing with, you are gonna come out and, you're gonna override this thing. Excuse me. Things are going to be better. Things are going to work out for you. You are going to make it. You are in control. You are in control of what thoughts you choose to entertain. Just because you get negative thoughts don't mean you have to be sit there and listen to it and say, I am going to do what you say. You have a choice to say, This is a negative thought. I am not going to listen to this negative thought. I am going to listen to a positive thought. You know, I'm going to choose to react in a positive way. You have control over that. You know, if you're having a negative thought saying, I am nothing, or I am ugly, or I am, you know, I will never be nothing. You have the right to say, no, I will be something. I will become a better person. I am good looking, and if I don't like it, I can change it. Yes, I may be fat. Yes, I may be, you know, having scars on me. You know, whatever the case may be. I might be overweight or whatever like that. I can change it.
I am so happy that you guys.
Sorry, you guys, the video got, you know, disconnected. I mean, messed up a little bit. Well, anyway, I gotta say to you that, you know, yes, there may be things about me that I need to change. So I can change it. I have the ability to wake up tomorrow and eat better. I have the ability to wake up tomorrow and do better and to be, you know, better. You know, I have that ability. I have that right, you know, and so I just want to let you know that, you know, no matter what the case may be, if it's in your control, that's what you need to ask yourself. Is this situation in my control? And can I do something about it? Can I do something about it if it's in my control? So you got to ask yourself, is it in my control right now? And can I do something about it? Now, if it's something you can do about it, it is in your control. You know, sometimes God give us control. And sometimes things are out of control. That's when we need to call God, who is in control. Wow, that is good. That is good. Sometimes how did I say that? Sometimes it may be out of our control. So we have to call God and give it to him, because he is in control even of those days that are days where it seems like it's just uncontrollable and it's just bothering you and getting to you. We got to get to that point where, look, I am not letting everything bother me. Everything my child does, everything my niece and nephews do, everything my sister, brother, you know, my spouse, I'm not letting them irk me, is that right? Or get on my nerves and let them push my last buttons all the time. You know, I'm not going to give them control and to allow them to control my emotions. You know, by using their emotions to control my emotions. You get what I'm saying? So you just have to know, what can I control today? You get what I'm saying? What can I control today? Tomorrow, you know, you're faced with a situation. Am I in control? Or am I not in control? If this is a situation, I got to give to God. Are you learning or what? Are we getting somewhere or what? Come on. Are you listening? Are you listening? So we got to find out, are we in control? You know, when you're faced with situations, am I in control? Am I in control? I can get up and I can walk away. Wow, you see the power in that? You have the power to get up and walk away. Just like you're watching a scary movie. You're watching something that's making you feel uncomfortable. Guess what? You can get up and walk away out of the movie theater. You can turn off the TV anytime you want. You can stop seeing that friend anytime you want. Well, I gotta go. That's my time. I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.